Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, what we have discussed in the last lecture? So, we have discussed about the identity equality operator. Then, then which next class of operator that we have discussed? Bitwise and reduction operator, right? So, these two classes of operators that we have discussed in yesterday's lecture. So, again today we are going to discuss the next class of operator, that is shift and other operators, right? So, this is also one specific class of operators that we are using in our Verilog programming language. Okay. Now, the same thing that you have already what we can say learnt in the C programming. While studying the C programming, you have already learned this thing. Okay, so again we are repeating that part, because again I am repeating every time. So Verilog and C are much familiar languages with each other. Okay, and much what we can say similar languages with each other, rather I would say. Okay, so this is the shift and other operators. Okay, now first one is a double less than sign. This is the symbol of that particular operator. So what that means, double less than sign? Shift left by 1 bit. Shift left by 1 bit means a, whatever the a word length of the a, it will get shift left by the 1 bit, just a single bit. Okay, that means if a is a say 0011, okay, a is a 0011, what will be the output after shift by 1 bit? Shift left, what will be the output? Can anyone? What will do this shift operator? Shift left by 1 bit. Can anyone? Say a is a 0011. Okay, then what will be the output of shift left? You have to think this. This is the basic, and you have already learned this in your digital technique. So you must answer this. काय येणार? Shift left by 1 bit. Can anyone?
0110.
Right. 0110, because that 1 bit we have to shift that to the left hand side. Okay. So that last bit will get shift to the left hand side. So this is the shift left operator. Similarly, double greater than sign will be shift right by 1 bit. Okay, shift right by 1 bit. Similarly, triple less than sign will be arithmetic shift by 1 bit. Okay, arithmetic shift by 1 bit. Triple greater than sign will be arithmetic shift by 1 bit. So here I forgot to mention that triple less than sign is arithmetic left shift by 1 bit. So that left and right words are missing there. Okay. So arithmetic left shift by 1 bit, and triple greater than symbol is arithmetic right shift by 1 bit. Okay. Next, there are again some what we can say specific operators also in Verilog. For example, question mark followed by the colon. Question mark followed by the colon. What it means? So, for example, C is equal to select question mark A colon B. How this instruction will execute? So if select is true, then A will get the first value. That means A colon B. So A is the first one. So C will get the first value A. That means A will be C. Or you can say in simple way, you can say C is equal to A. When if that select condition is true, else the next C will get the next value. That means B. That means C is equal to B. So it is a ternary operator. Okay, so this particular symbol is known as ternary operator. How it works? For what we can say, some true or false condition type case, means if select is true, then C is equal to A. If it is false, else means what? It is not true. Not true means false. बरोबर आहे. सिलेक्ट इज ट्रू तेव्हा काय होत आहे, सी इज इक्वल टू ए. एल्स म्हणजेच काय, तर ते ट्रू नसेल तर काय होणार, सी इज इक्वल टू बी. मीन्स ट्रू नाही म्हणजेच ते काय, फॉल्स आहे. मीन्स एल्स इज अ सिलेक्ट इज फॉल्स, सी इज इक्वल टू बी. व्हेन इट इज ट्रू, सी इज इक्वल टू ए. This is how this ternary operator will work. Okay, then next operator, that is curly bracket. Okay, opening and closing curly bracket. Okay, so what this operator will do? So for example, we have considered one example. So in curly bracket, if you have written two variables, co and sum, okay, followed by some equation, that is a plus b plus ci, whatever, then add a plus b and ci, assign the overflow to the co and result to the sum, and this operator is called as concatenation operator, right? So how you can write that? So overflow is carry. Overflow is nothing but carry. So in this case, first it will add three variables, that is a, b and ci. Okay, so first it will add a to b and then b to ci. Then you will get the sum and carry, but obvious overflow, or you can say in other word overflow. So it will assign that overflow to the co and result to the sum. Okay, that means whatever the first output it will generate, it will assign to the first variable that you have used, that is co, and always result will be stored into a second one, that is sum, and this is the concatenation operator. Okay, so now 4 times curly bracket, that means 2 opening curly bracket and 2 closing curly bracket. Okay, now what is meaning of this operator? It is a replicate a 3 times, equivalent to a AAA. That means, for example, if B is equal to, in curly bracket 3, again in curly bracket A, that means that A you have to replicate or you have to copy for 3 times. For example, if here I have written B is equal to 4C, that means that C we have to replicate for 4 times. That means C, 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 C. 4 times you have to replicate that. So it's a replicate operator, you can say. Okay, so this is about the shift and other operators that we are using in the Verilog programming. Okay, again, as like the VHDL, in Verilog also operators have some precedence. Okay, operator have some precedence, and it is also from top to bottom. That means from highest to lowest. From highest to lowest. Okay, as like in VHDL also we have discussed that operator precedence from top to bottom, highest to lowest. We have 6 classes of operator there. Okay, here we have only 5 classes of operator. First, highest precedence operators are always unary, multiply, divide or modulus operator. That means हा कशाचा क्लास येतो? मल्टिप्लाय, डिवाइड, मॉड्युलस, युनरी, हा कुठल्या क्लासचा ऑपरेटर आहे? अरिथमॅटिक ऑपरेटर्स, राइट? So always remember, arithmetic operators have the highest precedence. Then add, subtract, shift. Okay, that means this is somewhat relational operator, or you can say shift operator, right? Shift operator. Then third one is a relational equality operators. That means less than, equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, right? So these are the operator precedence in Verilog, right? So unary, multiply, divide and modulus operators has the highest precedence. Then add, subtract, shift, these are the second precedence operator. Then relational and equality operators got the third precedence. Reduction and logical operators got the fourth precedence, and conditional operator, that means that concatenation operator, these operators got the least precedence. Okay, this operator got the least precedence. So this is the operator precedence in Verilog. Okay, now up till now we have discussed about the lexical elements, then data types, representation, structures and hierarchy of programming, right, for Verilog programming. Then we have discussed about the operators also. Now we are going to discuss about the assignments. Okay, we are going to discuss about the assignments. So now in assignments, we have concurrent blocks, right? Then we have continuous assignments. Then we have examples. Okay, then we have procedural blocks, then procedural assignments, always block. Okay, then it's examples, then blocking, non-blocking assignments. Okay, so these many points that we are going to discuss in this assignment part. Okay, so after assignment, we are going to discuss the control statements, then task and functions, and the generate block. That is the last point of our discussion. Okay. So again, I want to tell you, just remember, we are again discussing about that programming language, that Verilog programming language. What are different concurrent blocks? What are different assignment statements we can use? What are different operators? What are the precedence of operators? What are the, what we can say, hierarchy of programming, right? First there will be a top module, then inner module, then again inner module. So likewise there will be a design precedence or design hierarchy for that. Okay, so we are discussing about that thing. Okay, now this this assignment part, from next lecture we are going to continue with this. Okay, today we have finished with the operators. Okay, so again remember, there are how many types, or you can say class of operators that we have discussed: logical operators, arithmetic operators, relational operators, then equality operator. Okay, next one is logical, relational, equality, then arithmetic operator. Just now what we have discussed, shift operators. Okay, so these many classes that we have discussed: logical, relational, arithmetic, equality operator, shift and other operator, and what we have discussed, bitwise and reduction operators. So these 6 classes that we have discussed, and also we have discussed is precedence also. Okay, so for the precedence we have uh, made 5 class of operators. These 5 classes of operator we have made, and its precedence is from top to bottom, that means from highest to lowest. For unary, multiply, divide, modulus operator have the highest precedence. Then add, subtract, shift have the second highest precedence. Then relational and equality operators has the third highest precedence. And reduction and logical, some logical operators have the fourth precedence, and the least or lowest precedence is for the conditional operator. Okay, so this is about the operator precedence. Now from next lecture we are going to discuss related to this assignment statements. Okay, there are various assignment statements that we are using in Verilog. For example, we are using concurrent blocks, then concurrent assignment statement, always block, right? So there are n number of assignment statements that we are using while writing a code in this Verilog language, and in next lecture we are going to discuss that assignment statements. Clear with this? So if you have any doubt related to today's lecture, you can ask me right now. From this assignment part, we will continue in next lecture. If you have any doubt related to the points that we have covered today, you can ask me right now, no problem. Okay, I hope you have understood this. We will stop here.